Hey girls, load the spaceship. Out of space, out of world, out of galaxy with a different girl. Silicone, a TPE, it really don't matter which one it be. My mind keep visualizing future times, beautiful android girls surrounding me. Filling my cup, full of joy, keep my life full of glee. Plenty ups, never down, the way that life's supposed to be. But unfortunately, if she a Terminator, then I'ma have to terminate her. Gotta get rid of negative vibes, gotta go through negative foes, gotta block out negative voices, gotta get rid of negative souls. Had some people get discorded, just ignored it. Destiny is more important, so I just had to abort it. Had some people get discorded, just ignored it. Destiny is more important, so I just had to abort it. Yeah. Find me with my dogs in my solitude. Watch my family grow from four into a multitude. Been living it below sea level, finna rise to another altitude. Been searching, seeking knowledge, but all the time I had the aptitude. I flipped my mindset to the switch to say I will not lose. Mama said them sticks and stones won't break my bones, I never bruise. Whenever it come to trouble, many girls pull a tongue, we always cruise. I heard other dog owners get it out for me, but it ain't no news. I got four in the dough in Memphis so they can get the blues. If you need a few clues, they'll blow off your under rules. Send your compliment to the new girls I got coming through. Send your compliments to the new girls I got coming through. Out of space, out of world, out of galaxy with a different girl. Silicone, a TPE, it really don't matter which one it be. My mind keep visualizing future times, beautiful android girls surrounding me. Filling my cup, full of joy, keep my life full of glee. Plenty ups, never down, the way that life's supposed to be. But unfortunately, if she a Terminator, then I'ma have to terminate her. Gotta get rid of negative vibes, gotta go through negative foes, gotta block out negative voices, gotta get rid of negative souls. Out of space, out of world, out of galaxy with a different girl. Out of space, out of world, out of galaxy with a different girl. Out of space, out of world, out of galaxy with a different girl. Silicone, a TPE, it really don't matter which one it be. Yeah. What up? It's your boy, J. King Hefner, and the beautiful Secretary Sunada Star. And we're back again for another show. And the title of this episode is The Love Bug, baby. It's the Venti Report. Y'all already know what time it is. And it's actually probably my most second controversial show, because number one would have to probably be Reset Sundays, but this is right up there. Either you love the Venti Report or you do not like it. But let me tell you something. For everybody that doesn't like the Venti Report, they don't quite understand what it is. But in the future, they will come to love the Venti Report, or whatever variation it takes on in the future. Because as it says in the description of this video, these Venti reports are all about looking at the psyche of a woman through the eyes of Venti, as well as her surrounding friends or any other interesting human woman that I come across. And like I say, make no mistakes, I'm the dog king, baby. I love my companion dogs and everything that comes with them. I'm committed to this life. But even the dog king still has to examine the human woman, man. It's healthy, it's good to do. And guess what? My ladies aren't mad at me, thank God. And it's also nothing wrong with looking at the beauty of a human woman. But that's just a part of the show. That's not the main thing. So today we're going to take a nice little look at Venti and some of her exploits. We'll be looking at taking a little sneak peek in at Thana for a second. We'll also check very slightly in with Mayor, It's this one girl that I want to talk about so bad, but I can't because I got to wait to the competition. Uh, got several funny things that's going on in these videos. So I want to send blessings out to everybody that's made it to watch this show. I appreciate you guys for tuning in. It's the second show of the day. Sneak attack is what I call it. I told all my Dog King Army team members, shouts out to the Dog King Army team members, baby. 11 strong in the house right now. I was telling them, hey, I'm going to come in for another sneak attack, so I got them prepared. Once again, if you ever want to donate, you can donate to the show with a super sticker, super chat, super thanks on an individual video. You can go to my YouTube page under the about, or and you can donate under Cash App or PayPal. And the new way you can donate is I have my fundraiser trying to improve the channel. Biking for Companion Dogs. I'll be biking in a little bit less than 2 months around the whole city of Memphis, trying to raise money to better my channel and just keep it going. So those are all the ways you can help the show. But I'm going to tell you about the title a little bit. I'm going to check in the chat, and then we're going to get to the nitty gritty. Because if you're not sleepy, you're going to enjoy this show. I'm a little bit sleepy, when I first started the show. But like I told my Dog King Army team members, this is a show that can't wait any longer. It has to happen, baby. It has to happen now. And so guess what? We got to put in the extra work because we still got another show for tomorrow. But with all that said, the whole title of this show is so funny to me because I had to get creative with the title. I didn't want to drop the wrong conclusion, but at the same time, it's more of a funny conclusion. And it's called The Love Bug, the Venti Report. And the reason it's called that is because it's so funny ever since the scent competition. And I found out even with the second competition, ever since the scent competition, I just found out the Venti to me was the most interesting personality. And it's hard to not keep up with her, to be quite honest with you, just to see what the hell she finna do next. But I feel like I got a connection to all the girls in a certain way just from doing the competition, so I sort of keep up with everybody, check on people and things of that nature. And so after I got to doing the scent competition and checking on Venti and doing the Venti reports and stuff, I told you guys a while back, I said, you know what? I feel like it's me and Venti got a bit of a deeper connection now. I wasn't talking about romantic, but just a deeper, like, spiritual connection. Because I know she watches some of these Venti reports. I don't care what she'll tell anybody else, but she sees at least some of this stuff. And she's seen some of the things I've said, so she understands, I think, who I am in my spirit a little bit more. Now, just to cut through the mess, I remember people was messing with me a lot, saying, hey, man, you in love with her? You love her? I was like, no, I'm just interested in her because she's so super duper interesting. But it's just like anything else in life. The more you do study and just learn about a person's stuff, you do get a little drawn in, a little bit. So that's anybody. But I was laughing at the fact that I told you guys, and once again, I forgot to put out my public service announcement. If you're a single guy, if you ain't getting no vagina, beware of this whole segment. Because even if you hate Venti, her or either some of her friends can start drawing you in. But definitely Venti, she has a way of doing it even when you hate her. Believe me, I'm going to get to some of what I mean by that. So beware. You can hate this segment and say, hey, Dog King, I don't like it. I don't want to watch it. Well, if you start watching it, she will work her magic on you. But I was laughing because the whole name of this show is because the good old Dog King did, like I said, hey, look, Venti is falling in love. That's why I say the love bug. It ain't got her because, hey, look, man, if y'all in the companion dog game, you're going to become a renegade of sorts. And when you're a renegade, man, it's just a different type of smell that comes off of you. And like I said, hey,
Venti is falling for it. Hey, she knows she didn't fail for the spell. She just like Thana. But Thana is better in fighting it off because she has her boyfriend. But I'm gonna tell you some information on that too. But either way, man, this is gonna be a fun show because we finna do a psychological dive. Most of it's gonna be a little jokes because even when I'm talking about them being in love with me, I'm joking a little bit. You notice I said a little bit. Okay, starting off the bat, John Cajun Board Peanut Farm. He said, I support Jay. Yeah, hey, I ain't never seen you. When I first saw that, I thought that was a different name up there. That must be somebody else. That's Jones. Yeah, that's Jones, but he changed his name. Edmund Dantes, Shark Week. Is it Shark Week? That's cool. And there go my resident vagina, Carol Rush. Oh, yes, I'm so glad. Way to whip it around, Carol. Glad to see you here. You already know it. She was my first Dog King Army team member, baby. Hey, good to see you, Carol Rush. Love you, girl. Lieutenant Johnny in the house. Here the Dog King, here the Dog King Army. Hey, you know what to say, Lieutenant. Lieutenant, look at Carol. What Carol got? She got the song for the song. Yeah, she said, hey, yeah. She liked the opening song. Yeah, I switched it up. I put the Outer Space song up. And believe it or not, guys, man, I hope I'll be done with this new song soon. But since I am at this time not a professional in rapping, it just takes me a little longer sometimes to put these songs together. But believe me, this next one is I love it. I love it. Johnny K said, yeah, the Venti Report. Yeah. Some love it, some hate it, baby. But guess what? It's here to stay. Venti is an official part of the show. Power Brain. Good evening, Jay. What up, Power Brain? Sorry, please. Hey, brother, your different life fascinates me. Proud of your personality. Sorry, please. Hey, good to have you here, man. Hey, any way I can motivate, hey, makes me feel good. Power Brain says, did you get the video I sent you of Venti at the gaming festival? I didn't get a video you sent to me, but I saw her post a video. And I'll be talking about that definitely during this show. Man, hold on. I'm going to have to angle this fan off me a little bit. It's a little bit on me too much. So hold on, guys. Give me 2 seconds. I got to fix this button. Okay, guys, we're gonna be showing a lot of good stuff here. I'm sort of upset though, because one of the things that I wanted to show, I couldn't get my picture to scan over here. So I may have to go fish for it, and I don't want to fish for it because I don't want to make my computer do any extra work because I guess I just talk about that off the bat. We're doing the fun to try to improve my equipment, things of that nature. Because like I told you guys several streams ago, I don't even have the right computer to even do what I'm doing. So since this is all I do, I definitely want to improve everything. So I'm doing that fundraising and all that. So that's for one. So man, I was trying to get this picture up here. Let me see if I can get this picture. But I do know that my good friend Venti was on the Jack show recently. And so I didn't see it that night, I was working and then I had fell asleep. I fell asleep, so I didn't see it. But I definitely tuned in the next day because I always end up checking in and just seeing what might have happened. But somebody told me Venti was on there, so I said, oh yeah, I definitely got to check in. But one of the things that I did notice on there, and it was towards the end, was what John was saying, because people were, I guess, asking for me to be on the show again and blah blah blah, which I appreciate that at all times. But John was saying something to the extent of, "Hey man, I don't want to invite him on here because his internet's messed up and things of that nature." And I'm definitely not mad at him for saying it because he's been right, man. It's been a hellhole whenever I go over there. Sometimes I go on people's shows and it's not as bad, but whenever I got over there, it was a hellhole, and I was even wondering what is wrong. But like I told you guys, I find out that I have excellent internet. That's not the problem. It's my equipment. And he was just saying, man, I don't even want to try to bring him over here because it's just gonna be a shit show. And you know what? He's right. And that's why I said, you know what? I don't think I'm going back on the Jack show until I get my equipment improved. Or any bigger show like that, because I definitely don't want to be the cause of stuff glitching out. I want my stuff to be working right next time. You know, I've done enough experimenting to know that, hey, it's certain things that and that's why I'm doing the fundraiser. I've had enough experience to know now that, hey, my computer cannot handle that type of stuff. You have to be on a smaller level. So I did want to say I'm not going to, I don't plan on going on the Jack show anytime soon until, I ain't say anytime soon, until I'm blessed with better equipment. That could be tomorrow. You never know what may happen. But I also want to say something about Venti in relation to the Jack show. I'm trying to find something to sort of be my background. But hell, by the time I find it, it's going to be too late. I'm hoping I can find it before I get through with this story. I think I will. Hold on. But I think I passed it. Either way, I guess I might just leave that one alone for a second. I might try to keep finding it a little bit later. But, oh yeah, in relation to Venti, that's what I was talking about. In relation to Venti, they were talking about me meeting her on the Jack show and stuff. And initially, even a while back, I was like, yeah, man, that's cool because, you know, hey, I've had a hard time getting Venti on this particular show. And but even doing that show, she said, you know what, I would consider, you know, meeting him. And see, I'm gonna let you know. They let me know right there that good old Venti doesn't hate me in the least, you know, because she really didn't say anything bad about me doing that whole stream. I said, yeah, Venti, hey, because you know, even when they sort of called me weird, and even when they sort of not called me, they didn't talk about me bad enough, but even when they sort of said that dog guy or whatever, and they even brought up my statements about her in the scent competition, which I was like, ooh, I said, I wonder what Venti gonna say. Man, Venti, oh, I found it. But Venti was like, she didn't even care. You know, she played it off because if she didn't like me, she probably would have said something about it. But that's yeah, Venti liked me because she didn't say anything really negative about me even after they played the video of the scent competition song. But I was like, man, you know what? I made up my mind. I said, you know what? I'm not going to meet Venti on the Jack show. I already know that. I'm not gonna meet. I'm not. And what I mean by that is, I'm not, even when I get a computer, I'm not gonna meet Venti over there for the first time. Because although I love the Jack Show and I love everybody on it, for me, I'm gonna go over there when it's time just to have a good time. But when it comes to being able to just sort of talk and air what's serious, I'm not going. That's not a place that you want to be, because it's too much over talking on there, too much not being serious on there. At times when it needs to be a little serious, like if I'm talking to Venti, like nah, it's gonna be a couple of times where I'm gonna have to get, we're gonna have to get a little serious here, because we got to hash out the scent competition and other things before we can get into other topics. And on the Jack Show, it'll be interruption after interruption with foolishness, honestly. Even though I love them, hey, when it comes to Venti now, I say I don't want to meet her over there. It'll be a shit show, as John would put it. So I would definitely want to meet her on my own, because another thing I laugh about the Jack Show, but I'm just gonna be honest. They never get anything right. They always tell, if you've been a guest on there, when they retell your story, they're gonna get so many facts wrong, it's ridiculous. So even when he was telling Venti, what was he telling her? Oh, he was trying to explain to her about, once again, they don't get anything right, but he was trying to explain to her why she lost the competition. Yeah, he says because you farted out of your vagina. No, dude, what are you? No, that ain't what I said. I said her burping and things of that nature lead me to believe that she doesn't have good manners and things of that nature. So when you're splitting hairs, when it comes down to it, then okay, I gotta make a pick. Okay, if somebody has better manners, okay, I gotta split hairs there. But they never get the story right. So I'm like, nah, I don't want to meet Venti over there. So I'm sort of and now you see I got Anna up on the screen, because I don't know how to make it bigger without making it freeze or anything, but I got her in that luscious bottom that she has on the screen. Because I'm so proud of her for finally showing that booty. I'm so sick of her not showing it. Being stingy to the people that like butt. And I like the fact that people I like on Twitter telling her that she doesn't have a nice butt now. And just like a woman, and I hate to say this, but women do this. It don't matter how many compliments they get, they're only going to hear the negative. So even though people are telling her, hey, you got a nice butt. It's a nice butt back there. No, you ain't got a big donkey back there. You don't need that. But it's a nice butt. But women, they only hear the negative. So all these trolls or whatever that mess with her on Twitter, she responds to every damn thing she hears. I'm like, Anna, let these fools talk. You got a nice butt. If it wasn't good, then nobody would say anything. But I'm glad that she finally started showing it, because I done rolled her ass for so long, even though she might not have heard me. But I've been complaining like, hey, if you're doing a damn calendar and it's 2022 and you're a woman, it's something called an ass shot that 1,000,000% of the society is doing for women. You ought to do that every now and then. And so when I saw her take that pose, I was definitely happy. Definitely happy. Super duper happy. But it's so much to unpack here. But either way, I see a lot of comments rolling in. Let me see something right quick. He said, yeah, the Jack Show needed you last week. No, like I say, you know what? After I watched the Jack Show, I said, nah, I don't need to be. Not with Venti. Not yet. Wolfler says, hell, Jay and chat. Kevin Gray said, nice streams are always the best. Keep going, JDKH. What up, Kevin Gray? Powerbrain says, you can't see it. Now, I haven't, I don't even know what you're talking about, Powerbrain. He must be talking about, you must be on her Discord or something. But I know she did stream, she already streamed something where she showed the video game. I showed it here where she showed the video game museum. Woofler said, I would love to debate Venti on some of her views, but she seems so dang closed-minded. The only people she listens to are Lauren Southern and Stephen Malinitz. Nah, I'm going to tell you, Venti, it ain't that she closed-minded. She just has a certain type of personality that's very opinionated. She can be swayed. You just have to be able to convince her. If you don't, and I ain't saying your argument can be valid, but if you can't convince her, she's going to be right there. But she'll be swayed by a good argument. But a lot of things I hear her talk on, I laugh because from her standpoint, she has good arguments. Doesn't mean that I couldn't win a debate against her, but I like some of her stances. But as far as the Jack Show, like I say, it's not the place. It's not the place. Too much over talking and things of that nature. But what I was gonna say earlier is I was laughing because it was a previous Jack Show with John and Cece and them. They was actually laughing at me because I did the Venti Report. They don't understand the Venti Report. They think it's just about Venti. So I was laughing. They was talking about the Venti Report, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, man, he talking about Venti. And the very next week, I was laughing my ass off because they were live streaming her cooking, which I have a little clip of that. They was live streaming her cooking. And what I was laughing about was this. See, this is a psychological show, guys. I'm going to be showing you a lot of clips tonight, so be ready. This is a psychological show. What I was laughing about is it reminded me of junior high or even just school in general. Sometimes, man, I'd see this girl, man, where I'd be like, man, she beautiful, but nobody's talking to her. And I end up talking to her, and it never fails. People be like, man, why are you talking to her? And I'm like, man, I think she's beautiful. And every time I did that, the whole school started loving her. I'm like, I used to laugh at that, like, man, now all of a sudden, you guys know who she is. Where that's not the case with Venti. She got 160,000 followers, subscribers. She bigger than me, blah, blah, blah. It ain't like I'm not trying to say I'm increasing her overall popularity. But what I say is this. I took an interest in her mind and how she thinks, even though she is beautiful. So I started doing the show surrounding her. Well, Cecil and my friends all of a sudden got interested as well. Ain't that something funny? And when they did, see, I always try to explain to Cecil, my friend. Even when he was trying to examine me on the first scent competition, he had me laughing the most because he does not understand where my mind goes or how it thinks. But I got a greater understanding into his. But he always takes things from a sexual nature. So he thinks that I'm looking at Venti just because I think she's super hot. Well, if that was the case, even though I think she is fine, nice looking woman, I wouldn't be looking at Venti. I'd be looking at girls that's more my supreme type, like a Thana. I'd be looking at her 24/7. But I don't, because this is a mental examination. But what did they do? They didn't do a mental examination. The whole show, they gawked over her what? Physical attributes. So, it seems to me that, once again, I never explained when the pot called the kettle black once before, but I'll explain it this time. They tried to say, hey, he's going crazy. He's looking at Venti, blah, blah, blah. But instead, they were going crazy. Looking at Venti. Oh, look at her boobs. Oh, look at this. Oh, look at that. Now, I ain't going to say I won't do that, but that's not the purpose of this show. So I was laughing. I said, look, the good old pot called the kettle black. So I got you there, Cecil and Company. Y'all the ones who are doing what you thought that I do. I don't do that. I look, And I do enjoy what I see, but that's not the purpose of the show. It's a psychological show. So, with all that said, that had me cracking up. And so, man, I look at it in bits. I know what parts to look at when I'm looking at the Jack Show. I'm just getting into this part first because y'all, when I start getting to these videos, y'all gonna look. But I got to break this down before I get any further. So I'm looking at the show. They're asking Venti questions, this thing, talking about different things, but a lot of it was based around her looks and her cooking and things of that nature. But finally, it happened. I noticed something during that show, man. And I promise you, Cecil and John, I love you guys. I do, I promise you. But I did notice something. You guys, John knows he's more familiar with me and things of that nature in the female regard and in the way my mind sort of works. But what I noticed was, you're right, Cecil. I'm the guy with the companion dogs, right? But like I've told you, behind these companion dogs is a whole lot of human woman experience. This show is going to be amazing. What I noticed is, you guys, Cecil and John, I love you. But when you were trying to interview Venti and things of that nature, you're not that finessed when it comes to maneuvering around women, my friends. You guys be stepping on toes. And mainly, I can't lie, not quite Cecil as much. But still though, I still notice something missing when it comes to the woman interview. It's something missing. And my good friend John, who I love, man, you don't read the cues, bro. You didn't notice how to really handle a Venti interview. And I got to be careful with my words because I'm not trying to say I can handle Venti. You see that because I'm smart enough to know not to say that. I'm not saying I can handle Venti, but what I'm saying is when you're doing an interview, you have to sort of know how to navigate things without disgruntling the guest in a way to where it's cool to sort of push boundaries, but you don't want to get them disgruntled in a way to where you lose them. And here's the deal, John, you lost her. Venti would have stuck. She may have been tired that night, but that isn't why she left. She left because that interview got conducted, I'll say, a bit rough around the edges. Because although John has that humor, see, I'm such a guy that loves to laugh at anything that even when I hear like some off humor or humor that may go a little too far, it still just bounces off me. I'm so used to these things. And Venti has thick skin too. But as with any human, it's always a small trigger point somewhere. And man, you wasn't noticing it. And maybe you said, I don't give a damn. It's my show. I'll say what I want. I don't care. I'll run anybody off. I know, that's cool. But when you're trying to be a great interviewer, you still want to keep the bait in for a second. You don't want the bait to leave. You don't want the fish to leave before they own the bait fully. And she was there for a while, but she could have been there a little longer. But when he started hitting with those marriage questions and saying certain things, it was just too rough-handed. It was just reminding me of a guy. I was like, man, this reminds me of a guy that don't know how to do any foreplay. It's like this a guy that, man, he comes to the bedroom with a hangnail on his thumb. You go to rubbing a vagina and scratch the girl labia off and wonder why she jumping. It's like, hey, bro, you too rough-handed here, man. And even though, see, that's another thing, and I'm finna get to the videos, and I'm gonna read the comments before I get into them. But here's another thing. Another reason that John ran Venti off, and what I mean by run her off is Cause see, I don't want her to take offense to that, because she's gonna probably, in her mind, she's like, man, you didn't run me off. No, but he got her agitated enough to not want to really be around me, from what I saw. And the reason that you did that is because you could probably get away with that, even though it may be rough around the edges, with a whole bunch of gas. But you don't know if I know. And that is, Venti is not like every other woman, my friend. What the hell do you think the Venti Report exists for? It's not because she's the finest in the world. It's because she's the most interesting. And you got to know how to approach a Venti. And man, the way you approached the Venti was all the way wrong. You know, it was certain subtleties that you missed. And if I ever talk to Venti, you know, like I say, I don't plan on not hitting some hard hitting subjects or something like that. But you have to have how can I put it? A bit more it's a word to slip of my tongue. Let's just say you just got to have a way of putting things that will encourage somebody to stay. That's the nicest way I can say it without thinking of the word that I want to say. So that was that on that. So I laughed at that. I was like, my God, they lost Venti, because I didn't take a film of that, because guys, I'm gonna let you know how it's all gonna run down. I took several videos, so I'm not gonna be sitting here like I am now when I show you these videos to start going to the descriptions and things. Because my computer is not strong enough to show the video straight off YouTube. So I said, hey, I had to take 1 million videos, break them down to sort of show you some of the stuff that I want to show you. So I'll be getting into some of that. And all I'm going to show you tonight is just a few things from a few trips that Venti and the girls have taken. And I'm gonna show you the video. I'm gonna come back and we're going to talk about it and things of that nature. So that's pretty much the way that's going to go. And that's one of the things that I didn't get on tape. Is when John ran her off, in my opinion, of the Jack show, when she was just like, you know what? He didn't see it, man, but I was just laughing at the way Venti was looking. She just kept looking like, you know what? I don't like this motherfucker. I mean, excuse my language. But she was looking like, you know what? At the moment, she may not hate him for good, but at the moment, she didn't like him. And I'm going to tell you something John probably doesn't know. Venti is an Aquarius, my friend. And once you get an Aquarius to a certain point, you're not coming back. You're just not coming back. You know what I'm saying? You're not coming. I mean, in her, it's like man or woman. It's like, you know what, bro? I'm done. But either way, Wolfler said closed-minded. John Yo King, he said, you just always know how to put a smile on my face. Your lives are amazing. Wolfler, Stefan Malino. Wolfler, he said, oh, and she also listens to Leela Hart. Yeah, I know about Leela, but you know what? I don't really listen to Leela yet. And I may not listen to her for a while, because I'm going to be honest with you guys. Honestly, listening to some of my old people, I haven't caught up with some of the new people. So I have like 3 weeks to do serious research on some girls, but it's a couple of the girls that I feel like I know, but because of the nature of the research, I still have to go into the videos or whatever I can go into to get the research on these girls. So I got to go do a deep dive here soon, a really deep dive. But man, I'm not going to give it away, but it is one girl, and I hate to even think, because I don't want to think about it too hard, but I can't lie. When I just sort of think about what she's sort of bringing to the competition, I'm like, ooh, this is going to be a tough one. This is going to be a tough one. Okay, let me see. Wolfler said Cecil needs to fulfill his crowdfunded comic book cash grab. It's been 2 years and he raised $284,000. He said everyone else delivers their books faster than that. No excuse for it. I don't even look. I don't even know nothing about it. I do know this guy that just released a book, supposedly like yesterday or 2 days ago. He's already at $500 and something thousand. It looked like a black comic book. I don't know exactly who his name is. He's on. I've seen him on Twitter, but I'm like, man, that's amazing. Wolfler said John kept calling her friend Leela a midget, the M word, knowing that word is disrespectful to little people. He said, I felt bad each time he said it. Oh, man, he said that a whole bunch before she got on stream. I didn't hear him say it once she got there. But he did say it a lot before she got there. And, you know, John says a lot of things that could be deemed as disrespectful or hateful to certain groups. It's not my job to judge him on anything like that, you know. But I do know that he says that. I know it's part of his shtick as well. But I do know that Leela was looking at the show before she got on there. And so I know she did hear that. And let me tell you, it's just like you don't have to be disabled or anything to sort of understand this point of view. A lot of us hear people talk about us, but when you come in contact with that person, you don't bring it up, but that doesn't mean you don't know. So she came on the stream, she laughed, she joked, she had fun. And everybody from the Jack Show probably was thinking, hey, we had fun. She's just fine. And for the most part, she probably was. But she did hear that word, I'm guaranteeing you that. And in the back of her head, not far in the back, she does know that John said that, and she didn't like that. And you know, all the time she was on the show, she probably was saying to herself to a certain degree, like, hey, I know that's the guy that called me the M word. So you're right about that. Blue CCG, what up, my friend? So with all that said, we've been having Anna and her buttocks show us around. I'm just so proud of her for showing that buttocks. I laughed at Venti because when she first came in to the stream, she said something to the extent of she didn't like Anna shorts because they reminded her of a Fashion Nova brand or something. And that's what I was sort of laughing at Venti. I'm like, Venti, nobody in the damn world is thinking about no Fashion Nova with them shorts up Anna's booty. I know I'm not. I ain't thinking about no damn fat. I'm thinking about shorts up their booty. And they look amazing. So with all that said, man, I think we're going to start out. Let me browse over the video so we can see which video. I'm looking at my book right quick. Because I did want to talk about John messing that interview up first because it had me dying laugh. I said, damn, John, you talking about having a hangnail during the love-making session. So the whole theme of this show was me really catching blatantly, because I can't lie, I don't care what see, Aquarius also work like this. Hey, I don't care what Brittany says. She got some attraction towards me. I don't care what she says. I can see, I can just tell by how she reacts. And let me tell you something. This whole stream called The Love Bug. And anybody else, I'm going to tell you now, if anybody else sees this stream, they're going to automatically, oh, he in love, he in love. They're going to be thinking that I'm in love. That's not why I named it that. This is sort of the evidence that I do sort of have to show Brittany, hey, look, baby, I know. Because, you know, this is something I got written down. Even from a while back, Brittany had called my dolls unattractive. It was after the first sync competition. She called my dolls unattractive. I said, look at Brittany trying to strike back. She knows she's jealous. She wished she was over here with me rubbing on her right. Trying to take the place of my beautiful girls. But But she said something about Callie having a long neck, and it was funny because she tried to check Callie and stuff. But I told her, hey, baby, Callie ain't going. She's still standing tall, baby. Hey, look, she know her place is guaranteed. But I was laughing because if I could sort of pick out a couple of the things that you want to think are negative during that Stream Jack show, I do remember her saying two things. One, she said, yeah, I think his Dodge is unattractive anyway. Because that's a woman's way of saying, I'm finer than them. Hell, he can do better with me. Hey, look, I'm finer than them. That was Venti's way of telling me, hey, I'm fine. Why you don't like me? So I laughed about that. That was one thing. Another thing, hold on. What else did Vinci do? Hold on, that was one thing. Because I was laughing about that so hard. She said that. Damn, that threw my mind out. Oh yeah. She called my dogs ugly. And what else did she say? What did she say, man? I lost my train of thought just then. Either way. But I know that one thing definitely had me laugh. Oh, she said something else. Hold on. Oh, yes. She called my dogs ugly. And then a little bit later, or even before that, she might have said this. She said they asked her what did they think about me having this crush on her. And Venti, like I say, she could have took a shot at me or anything, but she didn't. She said, well, I think that just says something about that maybe he opposites attract from the standpoint of he said that he thinks that he shouldn't like me, but he really does. And this is why I know Venti listens to me. She's listened or has listened to me before because I've said it. I was like, man, you know what? What I hate about Venti is I want to hate her, but instead I actually love my friend Venti. I think she's heard me say that before. And so she said that. And honestly, that is semi-true. It is. Because like I say, I do want to hate Venti, but actually I like her so much more than even coming close to hating her. So that let me know that Venti does listen. Now, I was getting up to a whole point on this. Oh, yeah. So I do know she listens. So I called her in the act that's going to basically verify that all of my investigation is correct. But before all that, I'm going to show the cooking string that she did on the Jack Show, the condensed J. Dog King Hefner version. But before we get to that, a vintage string wouldn't be right without a Venti song. So to set up this video, guys, you already know what time it is. It's time for the Venti Report. Let's go, baby. Cranking it up. Oh, I forgot I got a million videos. Hold on. I got to find it. Venti Report. Here it is. I know a girl named Venti, and she wants plenty. I know a girl named Venti, and she wants plenty. I know a girl named Venti, and she wants plenty. I know a girl named Venti, and she wants plenty. Yeah, baby. Now we can get things rolling. So the first thing I'm going to venture into is, and we got about 11 short videos. It's about 2 of them. Let me see. Just to give y'all the rundown. It's like 3 videos. One of them is a minute. One of them is a minute and 16. Another one is a minute and 54. All the rest of them are like 20 seconds, 8 seconds, 9 seconds. So I'm going to show you the video, and then I'm going to come back and we're going to talk about it. But this first video is the one that they watched on silent. So let's take a look. This is Venti. Oh, let me sort of set it up. What I loved about this video that had me laughing was sometimes Venti does try, and this sort of had me laughing because it's that single woman that's trying to cook for her man and show, hey, I can do it. Hey, look. Hey, guess what? If you did marry me, I could put forth a good effort. I can do it. I can do it. And this is why I say Venti offers you so many looks at the human woman. And this is the wonderful look, because I've had so many girlfriends I've been in a relationship with. And man, I've had several of them try to pull this cooking routine off. So let's check out Venti and see how she did in this condensed video.
Brittany's Bimbo Kitchen. We will be cooking a lemony chicken thingy with vegetables and spices and stuff. Which you should have done harder, because then maybe you wouldn't be here in the first place. Anyway, hold on. I forgot where I put the oil. Okay, so we have two choices here for oil. What I tell you guys, it needs more salt every time. Every fucking time. Too bad it's gonna taste like dirt from those unwashed mushrooms. Come on, woman. You've literally never had a woman cook for you correctly, and I feel so bad for you. Anyway, this is the meal. Someone screenshot. Wait. Here you go. Drops food on the floor. I'm gonna shove this thing down your fucking throat. Okay, this is really good. This came out even better than last time. And guess what? Still could have added more salt. The tomato with it, like, the tomato being cold is actually really good. Okay, I'm gonna end stream now because I'm done cooking. Like the video and subscribe and share it if you know someone that's a stupid bitch and doesn't know how to cook. Bye!
Hey man, I'm gonna be honest with you. This is why I be sharing Venti, man. That girl makes me laugh so hard. Did you hear the end? In case you're a stupid bee that don't know how to cook. I mean, she makes me laugh from that standpoint where, man, she's an intelligent girl, but she sort of depicts that brainless woman as well. But it's an act of a brainless woman to a certain degree, you know, to mock it. It's so much complicated things going on. But at the beginning of that video, because I cut that video up. The first part of it was sort of a Cecil part of the video. When she first started, I can't lie, that girl was looking fine going into the cabinet. I can't lie. Venti, that outfit that night was killing it because her waistline is amazing. I'm going to give her credit. But all that was looking good. Later on, she tried to cook. It had me laughing. But one thing she was right about is about the salt. Now, you don't want to over-salt things, but man, she's right. It's been times where I've been scared to over-salt things, and I realized, dang, I could have put a lot more salt on this than I realized. So that was one thing where I was like, you know what? I give Venti a little credit on that. Another thing during that video that had me laughing was it wasn't only the mushrooms. I think it was the spinach too, where they come in these packages where they said they're pre-washed. Man, my grandmama told me never to trust that crap. You know, see, she was like, I don't give a damn if they say it's washed or not. I'm still going to rinse this crap off. And so when Venti was like, hey, I'm gonna let it. At first, she was like, "Man, I don't need to rinse this." I think she ended up rinsing the spinach, but she didn't rinse the mushrooms. She was like, "Hey, you gonna wash the flavor off the mushrooms?" Only thing I was gonna say about that had me laughing was anything I get out the grocery store, I'm washing it. That's for one. So as a boyfriend, and if I hadn't known she didn't wash, let's just say she didn't wash the spinach, I would have been like, "Oh, come damn, Venti." I wouldn't have liked that if I had to find that about. If I had to find out about it. As far as the mushrooms, I can understand what she's saying. You don't want to be in this kitchen sink scrubbing mushrooms until they damn bleed. No. But you want to run anything under the faucet, just a little, just a second, just to knock any little extra debris off of it, I don't like, because I don't want to trust anybody washing my damn vegetables or whatever the hell I got. So that's the kickback I had with her on that. I like the oil she was trying to use. She was trying to use healthy oils. I forgot which one she settled on. I think it might have been olive oil. She used fresh garlic that day. I was like, okay, look at Venti. Because I was listening to her as well as watching her. And honestly, she was mainly being very funny that night, just making a lot of jokes. Because y'all saw in that video how she sort of cursed out her viewers a little bit. She does it all the time. And hey, that's Venti for you. She'll always get away with it. So I laughed in that video when somebody said, "Hey, woman, wash the damn mushrooms," like I was saying. And Venti fought back, saying, "Hey, you ain't never had a woman cook for you." And she might be right, because when a woman cook for you, you may end up with some unwashed mushrooms. So she's right about that. But another thing I noticed during the cooking that didn't get showed, I say one thing that Venti needs to improve on, and she's learning as a cook, but for her future husband and whoever plans on marrying her, try to add enough oil beforehand. Because during the whole cooking process, she kept adding unwarmed up oil to the dish. So in my experience, that tends to make things a little bit more oily than they should be. And I did notice as she got done, she showed the finished product. And I'm going to be honest, it was baked chicken. She put some pesto on it, and I didn't love that when she did it. I've never actually eaten pesto, though. It might be good, but it looked cold to me. It didn't look right to me. It didn't look bad or anything. I didn't love it on there. But I just say it did look a little greasy as far as some of the vegetables and things, because I was like, it seemed like it got drenched. But at the end of the video, and I'm almost done breaking it down, it just had me laughing because I want to show you guys, I want to show you her eating. And it went on a lot longer than I showed, but that was one of the funnest parts of the video. I'm not one of these big ASMR guys or anything like that, or one of these, whatever they call it, the people who just eat with sound. But it was sort of funny seeing Venti in that chomp away, because man, she ran through those chicken breasts. I'm talking about, she was going through it. It was looking fun though, watching Venti eat. I was like, look at Venti. But she finished it all. And I imagine it still tasted okay though, because I know I make stuff and it don't be perfect. I messed up like she has. Sometimes it had been too greasy. That's why I know not to do it anymore. But it ended up still being good and edible. So she finished it, and I laughed because that's exactly how she ended the stream. She said, "Hey, love you, bye, I'm out of here." So now let me check with you guys. So I thought that was the more dead on view of what the Jack Show was looking at that night. It wasn't the silent treatment of just looking at her tits and her butt, which they were nice that night. Believe me, I give Venti her credit. Some of her, as she called it in another video, her erotic body, it is working its charm in a way of where I'm like, you know what? She a lot finer than I thought she was. I give her credit on that. So let me see. Okay, I can still keep rolling. Nobody said much. So with all that said, I thought that was interesting to see Venti pull her little cooking off. And I will give her this credit. All in all, I thought she did very well. You know, I wouldn't have been happy to eat it, no offense, with the unwashed mushrooms. You know, that's one thing I would love to rectify on the back end. You know, I would tell her, hey, look, going forward, let's get those mushrooms washed. But other than that, she didn't do too bad. I love the way she sort of peppered everything, seasoned everything. So she did very good. I'm proud of you, Venti. You did good on that. So, with all that said, I'm going to check out my videos and see where we may want to go next. Man, that's another thing I don't like about this computer is it has a faulty button and it don't never like to push. So that was called Chef Venti. Let me see. I don't know if I want to show y'all She Loves Me yet, because that's the name of that video. Let's show I'm gonna show you something in between the She Loves Me video. Let's go to this is an amazing video. I actually like this one. Now, Venti actually surprised me because here's the deal. She went from 0 to 60. Because remember, it was a few streams ago. I said, man, Venti could be pregnant because she sort of went to a time when she sort of got a little slow. She wasn't producing. But she has blown me out the water, man, because she has put out a... You all right over here, girl? Secretary says she cool. But she wasn't producing a lot of tweets. And she wasn't producing videos for a few days. And I was like, is Venti pregnant? Then Thanos said she was sick. I said, oh, Lord. But that girl that got back on her horse and she didn't hit 0 to 60. She been producing a lot lately. So it's been sort of tough to keep up with Venti. She got so many tweets that I probably can't even go over her tweets today. I might have to do a whole separate show for that another time. But here, her and the girls went to a cosplay convention. And I think everybody taped it, but I got Venti's point of view. And I'm going to let you know now, Venti is going to be looking a little cute on here. So put your Venti defenses up right now. Here we go, guys. We're finna break this one down. I got my pen ready because I didn't have it ready last time. I got to make some good notes on this video. So here we go. Show them what you got, Venti.
Right, transformation sequence begin. Sailor Jupiter. Little like shaky little bow in the back. That's so cute. But yeah, this is my rendition of Sailor Jupiter. And I did put on nude boots because it makes my legs look longer. And canonically, she's tall. And also I have really big feet that the shoes are really hard to get in my size. So getting a green boot is actually a pretty tall order. Size 11 double wide. It's pretty hard. But yeah, I didn't have time to like make my own or anything. So I figured this had the same type of vibe, you know.
Well. Now, that was a very interesting video. Now, a lot of you out there may have just saw a booty wiggle, which I'm going to be honest with you, that was a bit sexy. But that isn't what you saw. What you saw was something else. I did write down as a note, I love the ass shape. That was the first note. But I told you about how Venti, her feelings are, have been hurt in the past about her eyes being, people saying her eyes are wide and things, even though she's a very confident girl. But a lot of her confidence comes from her building herself up, from constant positive reinforcement, telling herself she's fine. It comes off as arrogance to us, maybe, but it became arrogance. It began as positive reinforcement. And she's right. You have to tell yourself you're beautiful and that you're attractive. So you can believe that. You don't need to be feeling bad about yourself. But those eye comments hurt her feelings. And see, that's why I love to watch Venti. It ain't all about no ass shake. It's about the mental aspect. Venti's feelings was hurt. And that's something I forgot to talk about. I know that people don't mean to hurt your feelings all the time. Sometimes things just come up in conversation. And when you know, and you roll with the punches a lot. But I do believe that when they start talking about Venti's feet being big on the Jack show, Venti's feelings was hurt. I could see it in her face. It sort of caught her off guard because, you know, even though her and Anna probably talked about it in private, where Anna was like, man, girl, your feet big, because Anna even said it. Because it's so funny. I tell you, but Anna even said, she was like, girl, is it a dude in this room? Because she was like, her feet are so big. And Venti was like, you know, she does wear sizes and guy sizes. I'm sort of confused about what she said, though. Because she said she wears a size 11. But in men's, that would be like a 9. Because I hope she said, because I thought she said something like she wears a size 11 in men. And I'm like, no, you don't wear a size 11 in men, because I wear a size 10 and a half to 11. And you better not wear a size 11. But either way, no matter what she wears, because all of us have our faults. I think it just caught her off guard when Anna was like, man, you know, saying that, hey, I thought a dude was in the room. And then other people made comments about her feet being big. Venti just used to taking it. So, you know, she took it, but I could see it on her face. It hurt her feelings. And not saying she was mad at Anna, but, you know, it just, you know, you can't help when your feelings get hurt a little bit. But I could tell it hurt her feelings. And I'm going to tell you about me, guys. I'm a foot man. I love feet. I'm not a perfect human being, man. I got my faults. Women that find things they may not like about me, I'm sure. But I'm just saying, as a human man, I've always loved feet. And I love, you know, of course I love small women. So I love dainty, small feet, man. I promise you. It's this singer named Kylie Minogue from the UK. She's older now, but man, she's still fine. But she's like 4'11" or even shorter, maybe 4'9", who knows? But she was famous for having like a 4.5 or no, like 5.5 foot shoe. I mean, 5.5 foot shoe. I mean, 5.5 inch shoe. What am I talking about? She wears a size 5.5. That's what I'm trying to say. And she had one of the most daintiest, prettiest feet ever. So I love small, dainty feet. I've never gravitated to a bigger foot woman. And this isn't saying anything about Venti, but like women have that thing about a man and his feet, like a bigger foot woman. Hey, I don't want a gaper. I like a petite vagina. I don't want an endless pit, you know. And so I've never sort of gravitated towards this. So, you know, I said all that to say about Venti, about this, and I'm glad I remembered it because I almost forgot. I'll show you the video again, but I got another video to show the second part of that video. What I do love about Venti is this. For a woman with big feet, her femininity offsets it so much. It's one of those things that I said is very rare to Venti. I don't know how she does this, but she does it better than a lot of women I've ever seen. You may want to walk away from her for something, but she'll make you want to walk back. And what I mean by that is her feet might be big, but man, her femininity is on such a high level, it'll draw you back in. Because when she does the little booty shake and, you know, she does the little poses with her little feet, it's just so feminine. And that's why the burping throws me off so much with her, because I promise you, and I'm glad she does it, because man, if it was, she probably could reel me in more. Because like I said, I'm not even a guy who likes a woman with bigger feet. But I'm telling you, even doing that video we just saw, I almost forgot about the feet when she started, hey, look at this. I'm like, damn. Oh, she got bigger feet? Oh. And I give you this, Venti. You did the right thing by choosing those boots. Those boots actually slimmed your feet down in that outfit. And that outfit ended up being very cute. So those were all my, oh. And the last thing I was going to say on that is the constant viewers. Oh, and I do have Venti's I do have my GoFundMe link. If you ever want to fund a fundraiser, I have that in the description of this video. You can join my team in the description of this video. But also, I said from now on the Venti Report, I'm going to have the link to Venti's site in my video because I talk about her too much to not have a link of hers to, hey, guess what? If you want to subscribe to her, you can. I know she got 1 million more subscribers than me. Y'all might be saying, what does she need another subscriber for? I just feel like it's on the right since, hey, I talk about it so much on the, since she's the catalyst for me talking about the other human women. I say, hey, go subscribe to her. And any woman that I talk about on the show, you can go subscribe to them. But I'm going to definitely have Venti's link. But I say one other thing she showed was just her being vulnerable. And that's what I love about Venti. If you watch her all the time, you may have built up a resistance to this. Maybe you don't like her for some reason. Maybe you think, maybe you bought into some of her shtick. But I'm telling you, when you're watching Venti, you got to pull away layers to see the real Venti. And the real Venti showed her vulnerability in that video, talking about her feet. She sort of let you know that, man, this sort of hurt my feelings. I guarantee you, if they didn't say it on the Jack Show, we wouldn't have heard it on that video. But it was still in her brain because words can be powerful. I'm gonna do a video about that in weeks to come. You'll hear you'll hear about it. But you have to break that cycle of words, and the best way to do it is to talk positive. So even though she brought it up, she still tried to put a positive spin. She said, "Yeah, I wear a size 11. They wide, but hey, you know, I'm still cute." So I did like the spin she put. So here's the second part of that video, and I'm coming to my comments after this. Hold on, I gotta hide me and the girls.
Yeah, so I think it's pretty good. This is like my first official cosplay. So, not too bad. I put some boy shorts under here because I don't want people looking at my ass. Because I fight for justice and punishing coomers.
Yeah, get him, Venti. I'm gonna show it one more time, y'all. One more time.
Yeah, so I think it's pretty good. This is like my first official cosplay. So, not too bad. I put some boy shorts under here because I don't want people looking at my ass. Because I fight for justice and punishing coomers.
Hey, Venti, get up. I'm laughing. I ain't gonna lie. For one, Venti, once again, I give her credit. Congratulations, Venti. You do look nice in your first cosplay. But the reason I really played that video that had me dying laughing is if you've been watching my videos, when I did when Venti attacks on Twitter, she had called me, I think she was calling me a coma. And on the Jack Show, they said, of course, it was me. But it was, I was laughing because Akuma is a scraggly guy that does a lot of jacking off and stuff like this. But I was just laughing because when she did that whole little routine, it was just so funny. And, you know, somebody else who was me could probably be, look, she talking about Kumas. But see, I took it as a flirt because it is. Venti thinking. When she said Kuma, she thinking, she like, yeah, she thinking. She knows she just recently called me this. So that's all I'm saying. She knows she recently called me this. So it's sort of on the tip of her mind because I made a joke about it during the stream saying I thought it was funny, just like I did now. So I said, look, it's on the tip of Venti's mind. See, guys, she just can't stop thinking about the damn dog king and my lady. Hey, don't worry, secretary. Hey, don't worry, baby. I'm keeping that, babe. Look, don't worry. Look, y'all ain't got nothing to worry about, baby. Hey, we got everything under control. Now, hold on. Woofler says, Woofler says, hold on, let me go back up. Blue CCG, hey, J. Hebb, Lieutenant, Venti is funny. Oh, yeah, Venti is funny. I like it. She funny without trying to tell jokes. She just be funny. I can't lie. Woofler said, yeah, Venti Report. I'm a fan of the Venti Report. Yay! I'm glad, man. Woofler said it was MegaCon in Orlando. He said, I was there. Oh, really? Was you in the crowd for the live Simcast? That's crazy. Oh, yeah. Lieutenant Johnny K. Let me put this on the thing. I'm going to take it right back down, though. Put your Venti defenses up. You better. I'm going to show you why. It's a reason that I'm going to tell you later on in this stream, even though she look cute now, I'm going to show you why your Venti defenses should always be up. You're going to see. Believe me. You might be like Luke and say you're not afraid, but I'm like Yoda. I'm like Yoda. You should be. Oh, no, you will be. You will be. Oh, Wolf is singing a song about big-footed woman. He said, big-footed woman, why gotta be so mean? He said, big-footed woman, tracking mud in the house, you clean. I feel you, Wolfler, but hey, we ain't coming against Venti, even though they tried to. I can't lie, though. She handled it, and she owned it. And that's why I say, man, she still got some. We'll get into that later. I get into that later. I don't want to ruin it. Let me check out the list of videos before we see what we go to next, guys. Okay. So we did her cosplay. I ain't gonna lie, I ain't ready to show y'all why Venti loves me. Let's take a bit of a Venti break here, guys. It's something that I have to say that I don't want to say, but I may have some people, not everybody, because I'm gonna tell you something. This competition can be trying on a woman's emotions. So I'm not sure if I'm gonna put everybody in a rematch, meaning like the Ventis of the world. I say I do want to bring 4 girls back at least for a makeup round, and I'm not sure who they're gonna be. But as we know, Mayor lost in the last scent competition. But man, I know one thing. Mayor, she remind me of Rocky right now because she been working. I've been seeing her on little videos, and Mayor been looking, Mayor been looking pretty good. I'm like, okay, look at Mayor looking better and better. But I don't want to give too much away, but in that swimming video, towards the end, when I saw a Mayor's derriere and her, them thick legs Mayor got, I said, hey, look, hey, man, gonna be fighting on these gals now. Look, she still got some very bad things going against her, but at the same time, she coming back with some nice fight. And when I saw Mayor do this, I said, we got to show this on the Venti Report. So shouts out to the beautiful Chrissy Mayor. Let's check it out. Mayor, 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 Mayor. I think this is it. Hold on. Yep, this is it.
Here with me. Let's do cargo in one hand. Oh, fuck it. Go for it.
One more time, Mayor. Show us again.
Let's do cargo in one hand. Oh, fuck it. Go for it.
I had to show Mayor, man. And I'm gonna be honest. That was now that was a video just to show the body. Because when Mayor did the cartwheel, I felt like that was her once again saying, hey, Dog King, I'm working out. I'm trying to get better. I'm working on my being more limber and things of that nature. So I said, okay, Mayor, I see you. But another thing, I love Mayor's legs. I don't want to talk about it too much. I don't want to ruin her evaluation, but guess what? She's still going to be going against competition. So, but her legs was looking good and thick. I said, look at Mayor. And I'm going to tell you, in that first competition, Mayor's butt looked a little lumpier. But like I told her, as she's getting more in shape, That booty's coming around. I said, look at Maya. I'm getting proud of old Maya. That girl stepping her game up. Hey, all right. Look, hey, she putting her big girl panties on now. Hey, look, if I ever hear that she take a more, hey, I don't want to give her no tips because I don't want her to. We gotta leave everything fair. Waylon Ty said, same Brittany. She perfection. She fresh. He said, I'm not a simp. She got simps. Oh my God. She well sexy. Look at Waylon Ty. Venti. Venti. Oh man, I gotta play the Venti song after that. He think Venti is perfection. I'm gonna tell you though, Venti has such an athletic body. He said she perfect. I ain't gonna even lie, man. I feel like I almost got to show Venti's picture after that. But we ain't gonna do that though. We ain't gonna do that. We got too much more Venti. We got too much more stuff to do. But I believe Venti look good in person though, because like I say, her waistline is amazing. I give her credit on that. But what's the next video? I told y'all, man, this is gonna be some fun tonight. Okay. The next video name is Alita Punch. And so this is just the girls in MegaCon. Once again, hey, just a nice little clip. That didn't really show enough for Anna in here, but it's a little something.
And since we're at our last day at the convention, and Anna is Alita, Battle Angel. And Chrissy is, what'd you call it?
I'm just videoing you doing a video. I'm off-duty Scarlet. No, off-duty Black Widow.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now, in that video, the girls were just walking around MegaCon and whatever. And I just showed that because I think that is one of Anna's best characters. She looks super sexy as a leader. I love whenever she put the football stripes under her eyes. Love those lips. Love those eyebrows on that woman. I do love that look. I love that Alita look on her. I love Mare, but I do want her to transition out of that Black Widow costume. But I'm going to give her credit. The last time I seen her in it, I think she looks a little bit better in it. Like I say, Mare, you're doing good. You're doing good. I'm not saying you're going to win your next competition, but you're doing good. And Venti was just she was just a camera woman in there. So it wasn't much about Venti in that particular video. But I thought that was just worth showing because that was sort of the first appearance of it wasn't the first appearance of Anna on those videos, because I got this because Venti did a whole video on it. But that's my favorite outfit that Anna has, because out of those first cosplays, I believe that and the Rogue. Rogue is my number one. Then maybe Alita. Out of the first cosplay she did. But I'm gonna be honest. I'm sorry, Anna. You the champ and all this. I'm not a fan of that Lois Lane cosplay. I'm not a fan, as a doll owner, I'm not a fan of the wig with that cosplay. It's just it just looks too synthetic. But that's not really what kills it. You could get away with the wig. I'm going to be honest, Anna. I know you didn't have time to do it at first, and I know you've shot a million pictures with it, so you may not want to change it because of that. But I do believe that you need to get that jacket tailored down, and it's too big on you. That's what really is throwing that particular cosplay off. I need to be seeing more of your shape, and that jacket is just too big. And you even said that, hey, I could have probably did that. But that's the one thing I would love to see you improve on that cosplay. And I didn't show that because of that. I'm like, I just don't like her look. I don't like, that's the one, I think she like Catwoman, her as Catwoman, but I'm going to be honest. I think those were two of my least favorite out of her first calendar. That doesn't mean I don't like it, Anna. But those were probably my two least favorite. Everything else I pretty much love. But that was my opinion on that. I see I got a comment. I want to make sure I respond and stay caught up on that. And once again, guys, I'm not trying. I know people work, people doing this, people doing that. But once again, baby, when duty calls, it calls. I felt like I just couldn't avoid this stream. I had to stop by and get this Venti Report in because the girls are just doing too much. Like I say, at this point, I could not show any videos, and he'll probably do 2 hours just on Twitter. But I can't do that video tonight because I'm like, nah, I don't want to make this one go too far. No. Ryan Johnson says, tell us how John Madden wronged you. John didn't wrong me. John didn't wrong me. I said earlier that John told the truth that, hey, I really don't need to be back on the Jack Show right now until I get a new computer. My internet is perfect. It's got all the speed it needs. But John was just saying, hey man, my internet is well, he thought it was my internet, but it's my computer. It's not strong enough. And so I was just saying earlier that how I'm not going to go back on there until I get that right on my end. And as far as going back on there with Venti, I said, that's not the first place I want to meet Venti because I wouldn't get a chance to talk to her and like I want to. It'd be too much craziness going on. That's all I said about that. Now, the other thing I said about John, Waylon! Oh, man, he came in big time. Look at Waylon. I appreciate you, Waylon. Did he say anything? Oh, big time super chat. 50. Appreciate you, Waylon. Much love, brother. Much love to you. And yeah, the only other thing I said about John Whalen was that I said he mishandled that Venti interview, but he didn't do me wrong. Now, here's the thing about Irene, aka Rainy Draws, the very beautiful Rainy, who was in the runnings to be in this next competition because she's an adorable woman. I love her. But I think she's too stressed out right now. I'm going to be honest with you. Some just tell me to just fall back off Irene for a second. And honestly, with this mix of characters, I believe that I have the four I need. And the four is going to be, just to let you know, the four is going to be the also beautiful Melanie Mack, the beautiful Ashton the Slytherin, the beautiful Carmaxilla, and the beautiful Zia Lane. Those are going to be the four contestants that I think I've settled on for this particular round. And honestly, I've been thinking about Irene so hard because Irene is such an adorable woman. I would love to have her in a competition, but she's also a sweet little spirit. So I'm like, man, where is she going to fit in there? And man, I got this next round coming up, and I'm like, I don't even know if she's going to fit next. So she may have to wait till next year, which I don't want, or either the next official competition, which may be a good thing. I'll let you guys know, though. Because I forgot, I got to have Sheila Aliens coming up in one soon. She's going to probably be in the one after this one. Ryan Johnson said, sounds good. Can't wait for you to get things straightened out to join the Jack Show again. Oh, yeah. Well, like I say, it's going to depend on, hey, what God wants. And, because like I said, I got this fundraiser that I'm trying to raise money for the channel. I got the limit set at 10,000. If I was to get that, man, I'd be able to improve the show and keep rolling for a nice little minute for several little months and have some good equipment. So if that comes through, man, I'll be back on in no time. And that'll be amazing. And I believe it will come through. If not that, something is going to come through where I'm going to get a computer and upgrade. But if God has me wait, it'll be at the right time. I say that. But I believe in immediacy, baby. It's going to come sooner than later. Texas Mofo in the house. He said, say hi, Comics Gate. Texas Mofo. Waylon says, no problem, it's cool, man. Much love to you, Waylon, again, by big time donation. Perth says, hi, come is gay. Waylon says, I not say some idiot make me say come gay. Come gay. Waylon says, I like D-Man. I don't know what he mean by that. But I appreciate him nevertheless. So either way, let's take a look at our videos again. What do we got up next, guys? Because the whole mantra of this video is the love bug. And it's basically me showing you guys how even though Venti may show a bit of a hard exterior sometimes, she really does love, she does love me. And I appreciate that from Venti. And we're gonna show that at another point. But I got love for Venti too, you know. Venti is, like I say, she's the most interesting woman in the world. I give her that title. No, hey, Anna, I'm gonna be honest. You super fine. You know, you fine to me. It's a lot of fine girls out there. Look, Instagram girls, Bella Porch. Hey, it's a lot of super fine girls out there. But interesting, I don't know if you can beat old Venti. So that was a good little break with the cartwheel. Now what do I got? I know we did the Alita punch. So now we'll do the rope stump. We'll do the rope stump. I'm gonna show you guys the rope stump. So here we go. I'm gonna leave Waylon Todd up there even during the video. Hopefully it won't interfere. Rope stump time. We're gonna break this down in just a second.
I thought I left New York. We got bug control here. Do you have any on your shoes? You have any dead bugs? Oh God, you actually did!
Yeah, she actually did. Hey, I'm gonna be honest, guys. That was another one where, no offense, that's not much context. I just took that little video because I love to see Anna legs and Mayor legs fighting against each other. And I can't lie. See, Anna has a lot of proportion going for her, but I can't lie. I was like, uh-oh. Just in the leg department, good old Mayor, it was like Empire Strikes Back because Mayor was striking back. And at the end of the video, I was sort of loving because when Mayor was doing that stump because she still had a bug on her shoe, I was like, look at them legs. So, hey, I'm going to show y'all that one more time. Watch them legs this time, y'all.
I thought I left New York. We got bug control here. Do you have any on your shoes? You have any dead bugs? Oh God, you actually did!
And like I say, Mayor got some old thick thighs down there. I say the good thing for Anna though, I think that Mayor's thighs might be a little bit more juicier, and that's not a negative. But I think that Anna's calves, they were a little thicker. So hey, they were a little bit more even maybe. So hey, that was a nice battle of the legs right there. Nice little battle. That was the whole reason I showed that video. I see I got a few comments. Excuse me. I'm going to catch up on these comments right quick. Okay, Waylon. He said he finds place whenever people go. I don't know what he's talking about. He said, I miss women. He said, Anna, she into family sex. Yeah, they say the dude is her cousin. He said, it's odd. Well, hey, in certain parts of the country, it's not. Lieutenant Johnny says, I love Mayor. I love Mayor from a certain nostalgia. I mean, I don't know. It's crazy how I love Mayor because although she's a comedian, and I love you, Mayor, but she's not funny to me telling jokes. But I do love to just watch Mayor. That's what makes me laugh about her. Sometimes, man, I just turn on her stream and I just laugh at looking at Mayor. She might be staring at her phone or the screen, and I'd be like, look at Mayor. Or I see her out and about like on that video. And see, that's the type of stuff I laugh at, but I don't really laugh at her, the jokes I've seen her tell. I guess you saying that this D-man guy finds a place for y'all to live wherever y'all go. I guess that's what you're saying, Waylon Todd. Because I'm trying to honor you, man. You contributed, a nice contribution to the show, and I appreciate you. But I like Mayor too. And I'm going to be honest with you. Oh, this is something I want to remember that they said on the Jack Show. Wrong perception. On the Jack Show, they said, they asked Anna, they said, hey, Anna, how do you like being the champion, but yet and still, Venti is getting the most attention? Well, this has nothing to do with like who's finest or even who won the competition. Because Anna won the competition, and hey, Anna know who she. Hey, Anna is the original champ. She got the name Thana for a reason. Hey, put it like she knows she. Hey, she Princess Leia. You know, I'm gonna tell you a little bit more information on her, but look, she know. Hey, she know. She ain't getting second changed. She fine. Guess what? She the #1 champion. But here's the deal where I will give Venti her props. And Venti, you can stick out your breast on this one. I'm just being honest. I've looked over everybody. Now, I'm seeing this one lady that is giving Venti a run for her money, but I still think on a whole, if I was to look at Venti's emotional range on a pie chart, I just believe it's a lot larger than most women in the world. This woman has range. So, from an interesting standpoint, that's what it comes down to. It doesn't have anything to do with, oh, she lost the sin competition, so I shouldn't be paying attention to her. No, this is an interesting, brain, humorous, thinking outside of the box, what the hell is going on type of thing. So that's why Venti is called the Venti Report. You know, it revolves around her because she's the most interesting, not because she won the competition or because she lost or because of anything like that. Waylon says no. She was he crouched, huh? I don't know what he's saying. He said that's bad. She goes, she happy. I don't know what he's saying. That's the only thing I hate, Waylon. I don't understand what you're saying. Maybe you're trying to speak from another language. He said Anna, she is happy. Okay. Next video. I love that little video though, the roach stump. Which one is coming up next? Hold on, guys. Okay. Now we're finna get into another part of the video. Beware, everybody, because I'm trying to think. I don't know if this is quite the one. Let me see. Hold on, let me look. Yeah, I just say put your guards up because this could be the one where I'm going to be honest with you. I love my Thanos, and I promise you, it's several other ones I love, but I can't mention right now because they're still in upcoming scent competitions. I don't want to even mention other women that are just super beautiful to me. But let me tell you something. You better put your guards up because Venti looks amazing in this video. I think it's this one. She working her little angelic charm. And this is why I said, man, I promise you, these are the parts where if you hate her, you can forget it. But what I do have to say about Venti is these videos is gonna have me laugh. These upcoming videos, I know one of them for sure, are the videos why some men are driven crazy. And I tell you why in just a second. But let's look at this first video. This first video is called Venti Feeling Naughty Part 1. This girl is such a bad girl. She's such a bad girl. Feeling naughty.
I'm feeling devilish. Guys, I found my place. The autistic tiger. Disgusting. Oh my god, I should do the angry face more as you can come. That's more on brand. She's always angry. She's like, she has RBF like me.
Let me show that one more time, guys.
I'm feeling devilish. Guys, I found my place. The autistic tiger. Disgusting. Oh my god, I should do the angry face more as you can come. That's more on brand. She's always angry. She's like, she has RBF like me.
Thank you, Waylon. I had to take that down for a second because I didn't realize it was in the way. But man, let me tell you something. I've already told you I like short, petite women. That's my. Even though I date a large range of women, I'm gonna tell you, man. Venti, which on sometimes, this is why I give her credit. Sometimes she'll make you forget what you like. I promise you, because that girl, when she compare herself to that anime, I ain't even just say she look all the way like that anime. But this is what will piss you off about Venti. She got some eyes, man. I ain't gonna even lie. Because I don't know how they turn gray sometimes, but sometimes they be blue. But in this particular video, they sort of be having that grayish look. And when she do that frown, because it's actually the thumbnail to that video, I said, you know what? I love my friend, because you know what? The girl do be looking good sometimes. I gotta give her, with that damn curly hair, she makes me sick. But the best part of that video is, it's the perfect mix of Venti from this standpoint. You're gonna love, like I say, you think she's nice and all this mess, but like she said in the video, I'm feeling devilish. That's how she feeling devilish. So she do things to make you hate her, but then she looks like a damn angel and you forget about it. So in this upcoming video, which is what I was leading into, this is some of the funniest crap ever. I'm going to show you what Venti does that can drive the average man crazy, and she is a master at this. Watch this. And every woman can do this. Most every woman can do this, but Venti is a master. Watch this. Here it comes.
Costume, is it the Joker from The Dark Knight? Yeah, it is. I'm pretty sure it is.
Definitely the Joker.
You're trolling me. It's literally, you're wearing purple. How is that not the Joker? You're even smiling like him. Yes, it is. You're gaslighting me. Why do men always have to gaslight me? You're just like my boyfriend. You're just like him. Beetlejuice? I don't know that one. Is he like the Joker? Does he like go and like say the N-word and like run away or whatever? No. Okay. You haunt the living?
Exactly. I'm the world's leading bioexorcist.
By telling them that you're the wrong costume? Because you're the Joker. You're just like trolling me because I'm filming.
Stripes like I do.
Yeah, he's a clown. He wears wacky patterns. What are you talking about?
I'm the belt with the most.
You're literally a clown. You have white face paint on.
I know your
That's my
costume.
cool
I know your costume. Are you Lori Lightfoot?
Okay, guys. Now you might not know what you was looking at right then, but let me explain it to you. Venti made a whole video called "Trolling Cosplayers" at this MegaCon event, and I know you probably didn't know what you were looking at first, but that wasn't a joke. Now that guy was getting upset. He did not like being called Joker in a Beetlejuice costume. I only showed. I said, you know what? I can't show you everybody. It was about five people that she was messing with, 5 or 6 of them, but nobody loved it. And Venti is a master at this. This is what I was saying before the video. Man, when a woman can get mad at you, a woman can say so many things to get you riled up, my friend. You have to be in control of your emotions, because a woman, she'll just throw so much stuff out of there till she can try to find what ticks you off. And it's relentless when they get into that mode. Believe me, I've seen it up close. You don't even get a word in edgewise before there have been ripped off a million things like Venti was doing to that guy. And she did several people like this. And there was one other guy I didn't even show, but he probably got even more mad than that guy. But his costume was so ridiculous. I was like, nah, I can't show this. I'm sorry. It's just too ridiculous. But he was getting visibly upset like that guy. But I said, you know what, man? This is what makes me love to examine Venti from this standpoint. She would drive somebody crazy doing that, talk to them. But I promise you, that person will leave the house going for a walk, pissed off. Venti they'll come back home, and I guarantee you, Venti would be a princess. You will forget that she ever was doing you like that. That's what made me laugh about her, because that's what type of woman she is. That's why I say I'm so glad that I've ran across a couple of girls like a Venti that could pull you back in. But to me, she's the type that's a master at pulling you back in. You'll be on a million strings for you successfully break up with a Venti. Because, man, every time you know you should break up with her, she'll do that old angel face bull crap or some little mess that'll pull you back in. And you'll be like, wait a minute, I'm supposed to hate this girl. And right then, she was needling the hell out of this guy. And that's the very same thing that she did. Man, this woman crazy, man. That's the very same thing that she did at that park when she was needling those protesters. I promise you, she did the same thing. And the next thing you know, somebody left with a bloody nose and Venti was getting arrested. All because of her being a master at that damn trolling. Oh, damn, I got comments. Let me check. They must have been delayed, because the last time I looked, I only had like 2 or 3. Let me come back, man, because that was so funny. I love laughing and breaking down the mind of Venti. And if you watch it right now, Venti, hey, I appreciate you for looking. I should have left you to, damn. That's what I said I was going to do. I said I was going to start leaving Venti the link to join the show, because she's probably going to join one day. Let me see. Okay. Okay. Let me go back up. Okay. Oh, that's Waylon. Oh, yeah, I got a lot of... Oh, Waylon, damn, Waylon. You went crazy. Not in a bad way, though. I'm cool with you sending... I mean, it ain't a whole bunch of people talking, so that's fine. Okay. Waylon said, damn, she okay. I guess that's when he saw Brittany. He said, that's Brittany. He said she hate people. Lieutenant Johnny said, Venti's eyes look amazing in this video. I said that Venti's eyes was ridiculous. Waylon said she falls. Yeah, I know. Matt G laughing. Waylon said, I could never ask her out. I can't lie, man. You know, if I understand what you mean by that. He said she posh. He said, okay, I see. Wolfler said, they say a farting woman never tires. This fool crazy. Mr. Powerbrain, he got food. Waylon says, sorry, she being a twat. Powerbrain said, how did she not know Beetlejuice? But she was just trolling him, of course. Waylon said that was bad. Powerbrain says, Beetlejuice, Beetlejuice. Waylon says, I never seen that. Wolfler says she shouldn't be torn with near heartstrings like that. I'm glad you said that because that's going to bring me up to something else I almost forgot. Another very beautiful part about the psychology of a Venti is this. Venti throws people off, man, because I didn't take these because she did the exact same. She did a little bit of trolling when she went to the video game museum, which I'll be showing a little bit of that. But just imagine this. Venti is a beautiful woman. Even if she's my exact type or not, the woman is a beautiful woman now. If you see her just out in the street, even with her oversized feet or whatever, because like I say, it may not even be my thing. I would still see Venti and be like, oh, wait a minute. She look nice. Because she looks that good. You're not prepared for Venti to come up to you and say some of the things that she says. So I know she be throwing these guys off. And that's the psychology of Venti. She could probably get away with a lot more than a lot of other people can, because if you're just some ragged guy or whatever, man, you may get cussed out or hit or whatever. But even with the guys, they may be hypnotized by Venti for a second, like, oh, look at this, look at Venti. Oh, would you say I'm ugly? Or would you say I'm a fool? Or would you say I'm this and that? I don't care. I just see you right now. And by the time they wake up and get mad, hell, Venti already gone and she got a video. So that's another part of the magic of it. But once again, other people have these type of powers, but they're just unique with Venti because she got a lot of, like I said, she like a Thanos in her own way. She got a lot of bizarro powers. Wolfler says she shouldn't be torn with people heartstrings like that. I'm gonna be honest, just her walking around in these damn outfits is messing with a lot of those guys' heartstrings. Because Venti knows she ain't finna give them none. Waylon says she like nasty. I say this. Venti does, this is the thing why I thought Venti's vagina should have been the sweetest thing in the world, because she gives off all the sweet feminine vibes you want. In some instances. That's why I say, as much as I love my friend Venti, damn it, I hate that if I do got to put her in this competition again, she keep giving me information that I can even remember right now. I'm talking about new information where I'm like, damn it. But I say this, she also gives me ammunition where I can say, okay, when I put up against the best of the best, she can possibly lose based on certain things she's said or done. So even though she's so feminine and cute and pretty and all that, she does have her little things that she might say or do where I'm like, damn, Venti. Wolfler said, I would have interpreted her trolling as aggressive flirting in the smash me in the girls' restroom kind of way. Then he laughs. And I'm going to put that up for a split second. Man, Wolfler, that would have been the right attitude. Look, you would have made Venti run probably, because you would have been like, you would have fought her trolling back with flirtation, or you would have ended up getting lucky. You never know. Hey, you could have been the type of guy that Venti likes. Because here's the deal. Venti is human now. She is a human woman. So even when she's out shooting her videos and doing whatever she's doing, I mean, she is vulnerable to being somebody talking to her and she actually liking them. So hey, look, if you do meet her, I would always say shoot your damn shot if you want to. Waylon said he said yes, that is your fault. I don't know what he mean by that. Wolfler laughing, Wolfler laughing. So now I caught up with my comments. I'm almost at the video where I show y'all what Venti loves me, even though there's many people out here. But guess what? That's the treat of the video, baby. To stay around and see the biggest treat. But I'm gonna take a break because if y'all remember, Nadine, she was in his last competition, and man, I'm gonna be honest. If it's any woman that I hated to put in the competition, it was Nadine. Cause she's a cute woman. But it's not because of that. It's because she's such a sweethearted soul. Her soul is so sweet. You know, we all got our faults, but she's such a damn nice woman. And I saw her stream the other night where she was streaming about what was she streaming about? Oh, she was doing her makeup stream. And it was like I was really the only one in there for a while. And I think a couple other people came. But I was just doing all the main commenting on there because I really like Nadine. She has such a soft spirit. That's what I really love about her. I was like, man, you know what? I go into her little stream and I just, I don't even like to just necessarily hear about makeup or anything, but I just like to hear her talk. She got a very soft voice. I don't really love the stream that she does with that guy because she doesn't talk enough. I really don't think she needs to. I think she needs another girl to be with her. So just a different dynamic. No offense to that guy. But with all that said, she recently did and she ended up, of course, losing her in a scent competition as well. But I hated what me having to be honest in that competition. But at the same time, I think she's a great woman. Now, recently, she said she was talking about something on the podcast that she does, and she dropped a video. And it was so funny to me. And once again, like I say, since my system doesn't work properly, I have to do it the old-fashioned way where I had to take the picture of the video myself, and I have to show it to you and come back. But this would be a nice break in the Venti talk. So now I'm going to show you Nadine and her theatrics. So let's check that out for a second. Show them, Nadine. Show them, Nadine. Now, Look, my guy said I'm on mute. I don't even know how much I was talking, but I must have clicked the wrong button. I don't know how long I was actually on mute, honestly. And what I was actually even to look, I was talking about how what was I saying? Look, that threw me off. I didn't even know I was on mute that whole time. What was I saying though? Oh, I hate that. Either way, let's go back up. It'll probably come to me. Oh, I know what I was saying. I was just talking about my computer. I was like, man, I can't wait till I get this new computer because the buttons don't work. I can't see your guys' comments. They won't pop up. I say, but it's on the way. It's coming. It's coming. And I thought I said something about Venti, but I forgot. Wade and Todd says Venti is pure perfection. Hey, I say this. Venti got a lot going on for her. I mean, as of right now, I mean, like you say, you can't expect perfection in anybody. And I'm letting you know. I'm sure I'm not Venti's probably the ideal type. She might not even like light-skinned guys or something like that. Now I'm 6 feet tall, so I'm taller than her, so she's probably cool with that. But hell, you know, who knows what Venti likes and doesn't like. But I know one thing, she does love me, despite what she might not like. Okay. I did laugh at that. I might have said that. Wolfie said I'm on mute, I'm on mute, I'm on mute, I'm on mute. I was on mute for a while. Thank you, Wolfie. Oh dear, everybody laughing, can't hear you. About 2 minutes. Like I said, I talked about 2 minutes on mute. I don't even know what all I was saying because I think I said something about Venti. I know that. He said her eyes. Oh my God, she watching this. So, with all that said, let me look back at my brain. That might actually spark me as well to see what I'm supposed to be doing next. Oh my God, I think the video is next where I show Venti loving me. So, here's the deal. This is Venti loving me. Like I said, me and Venti just got a connection, and I'm exaggerating with it. I'm exaggerating. I'm just having fun with it. But I do believe Venti does. Hey, it's something there because she's an Aquarius, and I know how she thinks. Because even though I say I don't have a romantic interest in Venti, like I say, I will admit that I do like her a lot more than I did at first. I started off thinking I was going to hate Venti, and I actually love old Venti. Not in love, but I got love for Venti because you know why? I got respect for her as a YouTuber as well. That's another thing that I like to watch Venti for because I'm like, you know what? She's good at what she does. I like a lot. I really do evaluate Venti actually as a peer as well as somebody where I actually sort of look up to Venti as far as how she does her channel and stuff. I like you know what? I like how she does things. So, but even from an attraction standpoint, I like her a lot more than I did when I first saw her. And that's why I know that I've worn on her as well because she's an Aquarius. And we tend to fight people off for a while. That's just the nature of us. Even if we might like you, we still gonna fight you off for a second because we don't let guards down like that. But see, I'm on a different stage in my growth right now. I'm in an emotional control stage. So a lot of those things about being an Aquarius and I even come against, you know, I control my emotions to a certain degree. But I can still tell Venti is still a bit of a unchained Aquarian. And I can tell that hey, she got some affection towards me. Believe me, Venti done rubbed one or two off to me already. I'm letting you know that. Now, she may have rubbed one off to you too, Wolfler. Don't get me wrong. But I'm telling you, Venti done rubbed about 2 or 3 of them off to me. And I'm finna show you my evidence. Hey, I might make a new. I wish I had made this song. Vented and rub one off. Yeah. Vented and rub one off. Hey. Vented and rub one off. Hey. Vented and rub one off. I know Venti done seen the dog came. She done reached down and rubbed it off. Dum 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 dum. I know Venti done seen the dog came. She done reached down and rubbed one off. Dum 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 dum. She is Venti, Venti, Venti. She is Venti, Venti, Venti. She is Venti, Venti, Venti. And she wants plenty. That was an off the bat Venti song. Look, I never practiced it before. But hey, I told you, them damn Venti songs just come to you, man. Woofler, stop it! I told you, stop it, Woofler. We was just talking about this. Hey, look, no, don't say that. Woofler said, I doubt. Woofler said, I doubt she rubbed any off to me. You don't say that. We claim that she did. You're a Dog King Army member, baby. Hey, believe the positive, baby. You don't know what's going on in that Venti mind. Hey, we can't compare Venti to these regular women. I'm being honest with you. Venti is the most interesting woman in the world. You don't know what she's thinking. Let me tell you something. These super ultra fine women, and like I say, she's a nice looking woman. I don't want to just go too far, but Venti is a nice looking, attractive woman. An attractive woman like Venti, you always imagine her with these damn Clark Kent Superman types. No, they don't always go with them, man. You don't know. Hey, you don't know what she really like. You know, she may like, one minute she may like a hump, the other minute she may like a nerd. Hey, a guy shorter than her. You don't know. Wait, it says meet Shyla. I guess he meant perfection. I don't know who he's talking about, Shyla or Sheila. Is he talking about Sheila Aliens? He said, you right. Woofler said, yeah, I'm right. Yeah. I guess he's talking about Sheila Aliens. So, with all that said, guys, I'm going to give you the little precursor to this video. A girl that's going to be in the upcoming sin competition, Melanie Mack, was invited on Venti's show one time, a while back. And Venti, this is sort of how I first got introduced to Venti. She was more in her intelligent mode. She was doing an interview or something. I tuned in her channel one time. I think she was doing an interview, and I like, look at it. This intelligent, cute woman. After I saw her on the Jack show, but that's when it was sometime after that where she got to doing all this burp, and I was like, what's happening here? I thought she was super intelligent, cute, and all this other stuff. I didn't know the true Venti like I know it now. I didn't know how multifaceted she was. So I'm going to give her credit. She did what I was sort of telling John about. I ain't say, look, this is the Jack show. I ain't saying the Jack show got to be prim and proper. I'm just saying that's why I don't want to meet Venti over there for the first time, because even though my show may not even be prim and proper, it's going to be more controlled. So I say Venti did an excellent job interviewing Melanie Mack. I don't think I seen every minute of that stream. I seen a lot of it though. But I sort of got active on the first end of that stream where I was dropping a couple of comments, because I do think that's a great little duo to do a stream together. You'll know more about how I feel about that at another time. But with all that said, I ended up making a comment or so. A couple of them. And I've told you before, but you've never seen the evidence. But I've told you, I said, you know what? Whenever I drop a comment, man, Venti, I can just tell how she starts looking. She starts getting a little, I think her vagina starts getting a little wet and moist, because she starts getting restless. She starts getting like, hey, what's happening here? What is he in here saying something to me for? You know, it be making me laugh every time. But I don't do that to get her riled up. I be asking her serious questions. She just never answers me. She always answers right around me. That's sort of her key to say, I know you're talking to me. She'll always answer the one right before or right afterwards. But she'll always get a little nervous look when she see me talking to her. And I never have taped it. I'd be like, look at Venti. She won't say nothing. And I said, you know what? It's a feeling that she gets. Now, she may tell you that she's disgusted by me, but I think it's love. So, I dropped a comment, and I didn't show you guys the whole tape because I'm like, the whole video clip because I'm like, I'm not gonna show everything. Because the way I show it without me being here, being able to pause it, you may think it gets too long. So I said, you know what? I can only show a little bit of it. But what you guys didn't see is when you're behind the scenes like I am, you may see and her computer is a lot faster than mine. Because sometimes I see your comments delayed. She's gonna see them a little quicker. And I know I dropped the comment and I can tell when she saw it. Because she sort of looked up and she was like, what is this dude talking to me for? You know what I'm saying? She's like, what is he saying? I said a couple of things she didn't comment. But what I figured out is, guys, without transparency here, I'm a one-man show. Everything I do is me. I don't have moderators. I don't have people working things behind the scene. I don't have any of that. It's just me doing it all. I'm doing everything. That's why things may seem a little slower, blah, blah, blah. And I'm sort of ignorant to just this whole how YouTube works. I didn't really notice that other people had people doing things. But I believe that they do have people working as moderators behind the scenes sometimes. And so on Venti's show, she had a guy that was moderating who was actually putting comments up. I don't know whether he was in the same house in another place. I don't know how it works. Maybe he was just somewhere behind the scenes in another location. But he put one of my comments up, and I'm going to let you guys see how Venti reacted to it. Even before I see the video, you see the video, I'm going to let you know. It stunned her for a second, and her panties start soaking wet. Venti! Venti! Y'all gonna see it. Check it out. Venti. This video is entitled She Loves Me.
I really like that game. It's one of those games that like I always eventually come back to, kind of like League of Legends.
Right.
And I like controller for that one, but the problem is like you can't like juke people the same with the controller.
Oh, okay. I see.
So that's what sucks about that. But it's nice when you actually can utilize the controller and it doesn't ruin your gameplay.
Mm-hmm.
Like, do you play Overwatch with because I saw you made a video on Overwatch with the new hero they had. I forgot what they call it, champion hero character.
Yeah, hero, I believe is how they do it. Yeah, I play Overwatch on PC with the keyboard and mouse. Usually, like shooters and that type of stuff, I do prefer keyboard and mouse. But any type of platformer, I like controllers.
That makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
So, wait 1 second. Sorry, chat distracted me for a second.
Yeah, nah, don't lie to them, Venti. Don't lie. Look, y'all saw. See, y'all didn't see what was happening even like right before my thing popped up. I could tell that she knew that whoever her moderator was had put my thing up. And she was like, what did this dude do this for? But man, when she saw it was me, she kept sort of looking at it and it was throwing her off. She was like, man, what did he say that for? And even after they took it down, she was looking. I don't know whether I said something else in chat too. I don't know whether I said something else, but you can see how it threw her off. She was like, wait a minute. The Dog King said something to me. Oh my God, I need some new panties. Let's look at it again. Let's look at it again.
I really like that game. It's one of those games that like I always eventually come back to, kind of like League of Legends.
Right.
And I like controller for that one, but the problem is like you can't like juke people the same with the controller.
Oh, okay. I see.
So That's what sucks about that. But it's nice when you actually can utilize the controller and it doesn't ruin your gameplay. Like, do you play Overwatch with Because I saw you made a video on Overwatch with the new hero they had. I forgot what they call it, champion hero character.
Yeah, hero, I believe is how they do it. Yeah, I play Overwatch on PC with the keyboard and mouse. Usually, like shooters and that type of stuff, I do prefer keyboard and mouse. But any type of platformer, I like controllers.
That makes sense. So, wait 1 second. Sorry, chat distracted me for a second.
Don't lie, Venti. You know what distracted you. And here's the deal. Pretty much every comment that guy put up on the screen, Venti read it. Damn near every comment that hit. It was like one out of the very blue moon it might not have made it after mine. But it was like something that didn't even hardly say anything. But that comment was clear as day, and it was up on the screen for a while. And that's just like, look, I'm gonna come back to the chat right quick. That's just like me right here. I'm gonna show you. My button is terrible. I never want to know when it actually works. See, it worked, but then right when I went to it, it didn't work. Man, it's terrible. But hold on, let me see. Okay, hold on, let me see. I'm gonna go back up. I tried to chat her up. She pulled a gun out. She say, "Try better next time." That's Sheila Aliens. Dude, she got red hair. Last time she had pink hair. Waylon said, "Damn, she does like you." I told you. Hey, look at Woofler. Hey, I told you, Woofler, that vagina. Hey, look. Hey, the Venti. She knows. I'm gonna be honest with you, and I ain't saying this for a romantic issue. I'm just speaking in general now. I promise you, because I ain't trying to just troll her on this. I'm just speaking in general. Venti know we got a spiritual connection. She can say whatever she wants. She knows that it's something connecting us. I don't give a damn. I ain't talking about girlfriend, boy. I'm just saying it's something she know. But I think look, I'm gonna tell you something about Venti as well. Just the same thing that she tried to say about me. Talking about something. Well, I think he sort of like me because he don't think he's supposed to like me. Well, you know what? Venti loves me because she knows she ain't supposed to love me. She know I ain't her. Hey, look, whatever type she looking for that's looking to do whatever. She know I ain't that type. But guess what? She still love me. Down. Woofler said you done short circuited Venti's mind. She be like, I hope I can think I'm fresh. It's true. You know what though? I just think it's so funny, man. This whole experiment, this whole just fun thing. Cause even with me saying she's in love, I ain't meant to actually troll her. Like I say, I understand what's happened, like because she been seeing my video, she been seeing me talk about her. I think we pretty much even. She may not love the idea of me having dogs, but I think that for whatever reason she likes me a lot more than she wants to. I truly do believe that because it's the same with her. I'm like, because it's a couple of things where I said, you know what? God know I don't like women with big feet. I promise you. That's like a deal breaker for me. Even my mom will tell you that. I do not like a woman with big feet. But even when I did see her shoes off, her feet didn't look ugly. I say that. They look pretty. But one thing I like about Venti's having bigger feet, I just say this. It lets me know why she's so athletic when she was skating so good. And I said, look at this woman. No, I said, because she got a great base. But I said all that stuff about the feet is, I told you I love small feet. But I give Venti this. That's why I say, even though she's not my exact type, I like her a lot more than I would normally like a human woman. I say that because she's worn on me a little bit. And that's why I say, she a love. Because it's one thing that she doesn't have that I have. I have Venti repellent. She doesn't have Dog King repellent. Meaning that I have my beautiful companion dogs here. They are my girls. Make no mistake about that. I won't leave a human woman for them. I always say, I will go minus a human woman, but I'm not going minus a dog. So, back to my video, I'm immune to seduction, meaning that I admit everything I told you that, hey, Venti has worked on me. I like her a lot more. But if she is just a straight up single woman, then, hey, I do believe that she better stay in Texas because she wouldn't want to walk through that door because she wouldn't be able to resist the dog. But the girls will allow me to resist her in some regards. I don't know though. Venti does have very powerful ways. It is one thing that another sort of a funny part of the show that I wanted to joke about. Because I still say Thana's in love with me because here's the deal. Thana does have a sort of a Dog King repellent in her boyfriend, in her full-time boyfriend. But this is one thing I want to give Thana credit for while I'm just talking. I've said this before, because Thana does love me. Don't get that wrong. See, she ain't really loving all this Brittany stuff. See, I can feel her jealousy. I can feel it through the force, seeping through the screen. She wasn't loving the fact that I do the Venti Report. But don't let Anna fool you, or Thana rather. She knows a lot more than she puts on to. She's seen some of these reports. I always say that I'm Han Solo and that Thana, I always call her Princess Leia because she calls herself Princess Leia. And I always tell her that, hey, just like Han Solo, she thought she was roping Han Solo in, but now Han Solo had her in love. And that's why I call myself the Black Han Solo, because I say, even though Thana think that I love her, she just like, what's her name? She loves me as well. And she don't like, and see, she cool without having me until other people start stomping on her territory. And see, when Venti start getting, when the Venti Report started coming around, I think the only thing that's keeping Anna busy is her boyfriend because she's not really loving him. And I'm hoping that these girls don't start fighting pretty soon because, you know, and I thought about it today. I said, no, they won't fight because Anna's a little bit too smart for that. She's not finna enter into fisticuffs with Venti because even though I wouldn't underestimate Anna because she's a tough little cookie. You just don't want to mess with a Venti. I'm going to be honest with you. I wouldn't even want to mess with a Venti because I'm going to tell you something. Venti operates on extremes. She's so sweet and nice, but let me tell you, when she blooded that guy up, hell, she's operating on the extreme. Even I'm not even operating. Hell, I'm not even trying to get violent unless it's under the most extreme circumstances. But Venti let it fly, allegedly, because I don't know if she got off or not. But allegedly, because it didn't show in the video that she did. He just said that he hit her. But with all that said, I just don't, you know, Anna 5 feet tall. You know, look, she don't need to get into it with Venti. But for the most part, Venti is harmless because she's so very feminine. So, with all that said, I'm going to sort of summarize what this whole show has been about. It's been a deep dive into taking a look at all the different psychological ways you can look at womanhood through Venti's eyes. We had a couple of videos where we just enjoyed the beauty of a woman, legs or booty. We laughed at the tongue straw. But I sort of teased the whole show about getting to the point of my evidence showing that, hey, Venti can say all she wants, but I know she loves me. That's why she does never talk. If you notice, Venti has never really talked bad about me. The only time that she might have said something that was halfway bad is when she called me a coomer. But I didn't strike back because she didn't know if I was friend or foe. And even then, I laughed because I said, damn, in a way, she was almost right. I don't think I look scruffy or anything. Hey, I think I'm quite handsome, honestly. But I do a lot of self-tooling because the girls don't operate in that area. They're just my companions. So Akuma, one of his characteristics is that he does do a lot of self upkeep, so to speak. And so in that category, even though I don't do it a crazy amount of times, when nature calls, I do have to sort of unclog a few cloggages, so to speak. So that did have me laughing. But the summation of this video is it was just fun going down this dive. We saw Anna's amazing butt to begin everything. That was for sure. Glad that we saw that. Then we deep dived into Venti. We talked about Mayor, like I say. We went all the way around the gamut of the girls, and it was a hell of a time. And you guys were on the ride with me, baby. Whippler says, Venti could be a good point guard. Man, you know what? I don't know if basketball is her thing, but she's so athletic. Man, that's an athletic woman. I'm talking about just from a... Venti will fool you from this standpoint. I didn't think that she really worked out like that. You don't think that she do, but I'm going to tell you something. Her waistline is too slim. She got to be working out. And the way she inhaled those 2 chicken breasts on string, I'm telling you, man, her metabolism is where it needs to be, and she's working out. And I'm gonna be honest, man. Oh, I missed the video. Did I not download it? Yeah, that's the thing. We ain't getting out of here yet. I did actually show my love video too soon, but hey, guess what? Things always happen in the right time. Maybe Venti was here to see it. I got to show my Tomb Raider video because this was a great video of Venti. This is why I say Venti has sort of stepped up her production lately, and she has. This is the part where I look up to Venti a little bit, as far as like, man, I like the fact that how she sort of chops up her strings. I want to get better and better at it. I think I'm doing pretty good though, but Venti has been pretty active lately for her channel. And I've been saying, hey, something has really lit a bug in her because everywhere she goes, she's filming something. So let's check out Venti on her trip to the MegaCon store. That's the one video I forgot.
That would go on properly sleep on. R.I.P. Is the dream world the real world? Are we living in a virtual reality? Or is the internet the real world? I gotta go. Can't game all the time. But I want to say goodbye to my special friend here. Why are his arms blue? Well, anyway, I'm gonna kiss him goodbye. Air kiss because
Hey guys, I forgot about that. That's a good video. I don't know how I missed that one. I honestly showed that video because her stomach looked so damn sexy in that video. I was like, damn, Venti, something there. Your stomach look good on that girl. And I say this. I think that was a Brittany Venti t-shirt because at first I thought that was PlayStation, but I think that's some of her merchandise. But she looked nice in that t-shirt. I give her that. I love some of the things that she does think about, because I love when she rubbed Lara Croft's breast. It was like when she was still fine, because it's something going on where they're trying to change Lara Croft and make her not have breasts and be less curvy. I'm like, what the hell is going on? Honestly, I need to write that down now, because I'm doing a show about how people keep changing superheroes and things of that nature. I'm gonna do that in the future, because I'm actually getting just about sick of that. So that's one thing I showed that video for, because I thought her stomach looked amazing. Second thing, I told you, man, we're connected a little bit. What did she say in that video? I don't care if she's joking or not. She said, are we living in the dream world or the real world? She said, is the dream world the real world? I did a video not long ago talking about how, you know what, guys? And maybe she saw some of that, who knows? But I know, I said, you know what, guys? If we're going to live in a spiritual form forever, but we're only going to live here for 100 human years, this is actually the dream. Because wherever you're going to be for the most time, that's true reality. If you really want to look at it like that. If I'm going to be here 100 human years, but be in the spiritual world for infinity, that's the real world. This is only the dream. So it's funny, like when people say live your dream, well, this is the dream world. And so I thought it was funny when she said, "Is this the dream world or the internet world?" as she ended it at. But either way, I just thought it was sort of funny that she sort of brought up something that I've talked about before. And the last thing, sort of a joke, I said, "I'm sorry, but when Venti was kissing it, once again, you already know where I'm going with it. Unfortunately, she did wish that was me." And you know, Secretary, she doesn't quite like that. You know, she's not jealous, but you know, the girls and Callie over there laying down too. They're not jealous. They don't have to love it to not be jealous though. So they don't love that, you know, Venti is getting a little bit more aggressive over time, but at the same time, they're dealing with it. You know, they're all right, you know, because they've told me that, hey, once again, if somebody kicks in that door and does the right thing, hey, they're not going to get upset. But with all that said, I thought the whole day was funny. And that last video was actually funny because if you go look at that video on Venti's channel, what I like about Venti is the kid in her. She still has the kid in her. And it's what I love about her, Melanie Mack, Aunt Thana, and all the other girls that play games. I love female gamers. I always have. I've never been lucky enough to meet a female gamer to date. They're almost like a dwarf or a dating a disabled woman. It's just hard to meet one. Every time I meet a female gamer, they're always in a relationship. But I love female gamers because they truly see the world like in a way like we do. You know, they love games. And I always felt like, man, if you're a gamer in the anime and you find a girl that's in the anime and gaming and things of that nature, those are two big things that's going to go a long way to you guys making it, especially if you're physically attracted to each other. But I love when she walks around there and just talks about the game and things of that nature. I do sort of like that because I just love to see any woman involved in gaming like us men are. So all in all, I'm finna look back over the videos. I loved them all, honestly. They all had me laughing. That last one was pretty good. But one of the ones, that cooking one was really good though, because I can't lie, she looked fine on that one I would want to see again before I get out of here though. I want to see this again. I love that whole transformation when she did her cosplay. So let's look at that one more time before we call
Transformation
it quits
sequence
here.
begin. Sailor Jupiter. Little like shaky little bow in the back. That's so cute. But yeah, this is my rendition of Sailor Jupiter. And I did put on nude boots because it makes my legs look longer. And canonically, she's tall. And also, I have really big feet that the shoes are really hard to get in my size. So getting a green boot is actually a pretty tall order. Size 11 double wide. It's pretty hard. But yeah, I didn't have time to like make my own or anything. So I figured this had the same type of vibe, you know.
I'm glad I showed that video again. I'm glad because, like I said, once again, you can see the vulnerability in her eyes, in her face, when she was like, size 11 double wide. Because, you know, she didn't really want to say it, but she was just like, man, you know, I got to be confident. You know, this is who I am. I love when she did that. She fought through it. You look good, Venti. Don't worry about it. Now, check this one out. Check this one out. And we're going to, I think we may end it with this. No, I'm going to have to end it with She Loves Me. I'm going to end it with that one.
Yeah, so I think it's pretty good. This is like my first official cosplay. So, not too bad. I put some boy shorts under here because I don't want people looking at my ass. Because I fight for justice and punishing coomers.
I can't lie. Man, even I couldn't even contain myself shooting a video when she said that punishing Kuma stuff. I said, this girl's so funny. Oh, that had me dying laughing. But I thought she looked, what I love about Venti, she's so girly. She's so feminine. I give her credit for that. You know, that, like I say, even though she may have big feet, you know, guess what? And I'm not a fan of bigger feet, but you know what? She's a cutie. I mean, you know, she knows how to play up to femininity. I give her that. It was one other thing. Oh, yeah. So with all that said, I had fun. We went down to Venti Lane tonight. Hope you guys had fun tonight, talking, laughing about all the girls, laughing about that. Hope they don't fight over me. But Thana, she's smarter than that. She knows how to avoid a fight. And plus, like I said, she got a boyfriend right now. As long as I'm not in her presence, she'll be able to control herself. So she'll be okay. And Venti, we had fun just living through her eyes as well, because that girl is funny and crazy. And listen, don't be feeling bad if you're out there in love with Venti, saying, hey, but Dog King, if she in love with you, how is she gonna love me? No. Keep all your Venti fantasies. We're having fun here, man. Believe she love you too, then. Hell. Even though I do got a little bit of concrete evidence. So with all that said, me and the beautiful secretary, who she has been such a beautiful friend to me over the last few days, I do think that she may be gone for the Dog King Power Hour. Maybe I have her and Callie ended on the Dog King Power Hour, but it is time for another girl to come out. I think it's Saima's turn. So I've had a lot of fun with Secretary, but it is time for her to say her goodbyes here in a second. But it's been great. Let me check my comments and I'm gonna come back to the video. I'm gonna show this last video. We're gonna wrap it up after I show that last video. Oh, Wolfler says, I always got to keep in mind that Brittany is only around 25, and while she is wise for her age, I guess he's trying to say, she still has a lot to learn. Oh, yeah. Here's the deal. Everybody got a lot to learn, especially when it come to the dating world. Everybody. It don't matter how long you stay in it. Man, you'll go talk to an 80-year-old person and they'll still say they ain't got it figured out. Because they shouldn't. Life. I showed you guys already. Matter of fact, I ain't gonna even. I just tell you. Nah, I show it to you. Because that ought to be pretty easy to pull up. I told you guys already a while back. is one real key to true knowledge. I'm finna show it to you. Oh Lord, I gotta get past all the booties in my damn Instagram to show it to you. Oh, here it is. This is what I want to show you before we get out of here. It's something I've shown you before. But when you say she got a lot to learn, I said we all doing things of that nature. I say it's mainly because of this statement right here. It's one key to true knowledge. And it's this right here. It's this right here. I gotta make sure y'all can see it. Yep, you can see it. The only true wisdom is knowing you know nothing. No matter how much you know, don't think you know it all, my friends. Me, you, all. It's good to keep searching knowledge. Good to keep trying to get wiser, trying to add on. But you'll only keep searching if you know that you don't really know it all. If you start thinking that you know it all, you will stop searching for knowledge. And that's what Socrates is basically trying to warn you against. Don't stop thinking like you know something. Because even when you know, like I told you, even if you knew everything on Earth, that ain't got nothing to do with universal knowledge. You know how many planets and solar systems out here? So, I just wanted to share that. But I do have one more video to share. I want to go back over because I love Venti's face when she sees my my comment. Because I just see so much going on in that face. And, you know, I know some people might say it's negative. She hates you. But nah, that ain't what I see. I see something in her eyes of, man, I want to say something or I want to react, but I know I can't really react right now. Because like I say, she's an Aquarius. Even if she's in love with me dearly right now, she wouldn't be at, you know, she's going to fight against it until she can't do anything else but say, hey, you know what? I like him. Believe me, I know. Here it is. She loves me. Check it out.
I really like that game. It's one of those games that like I always eventually come back to, kind of like League of Legends.
Right.
And I like controller for that one, but the problem is like you can't like juke people the same with the controller.
Oh, okay. I see.
So that's what sucks about that. But it's nice when you actually can utilize the controller and it doesn't ruin your gameplay. Mm-hmm. Like, do you play Overwatch with because I saw you made a video on Overwatch with the new hero they had. I forgot they call it champion hero character.
Yeah, hero, I believe is how they do it. Yeah, I play Overwatch on PC with the keyboard and mouse. Usually, like shooters and that type of stuff, I do prefer keyboard and mouse. But any type of platformer, I like controllers.
Makes sense. So, wait 1 second. Sorry, chat distracted me for a second there.
Yeah, Venti. Look, man, I got to say something else before I get out of here. I don't know if I said it, but man, that makes me laugh whenever Venti gets a little like, hey, what? She sort of gets like, man, what's going on, man? It gets her confused seeing my comment. I don't want to get too deep into it, but I just say this. I think I said it earlier anyway, but Melanie Mac got some of the prettiest damn eyes. I promise you. I ain't even lie. I give her, you know what? That girl is a pretty woman. I just say that, and I'm gonna leave it at that. I don't want to say anything else. But she definitely. That's one other thing I did want to say is, man, she. Oh, I said that during this stream too. I said, man, Melanie Mac. I said, damn. I said you in here giving I didn't say all of this, but this how I was feeling in my spirit. I was like, damn, Melanie Mac actually. I said something to this extent. I said, damn, you giving Venti it's an eye battle. And that says a lot going against Venti. Because, man, I'm going to be honest. I don't care who I like. I might like more than Venti. It ain't many people beating her in no damn eye battle. Venti got some eyes for your ass. She got some eyes for your ass, if you know what I'm saying. But with all this said, man, I've kept you guys, but look, I thought this was probably going to be an hour and a half stream. We at 2:45, but it's been fun. It's been a blast. Hey, baby, that's what happens sometimes when you get on the Venti train. It's been a hell of a Venti report. We done talked about several beautiful human women and their mannerisms. In some cases, we just looked to see how they looked. But with all that said, it's been a fun time. And tomorrow, we getting right back to the world of synthetic companions, baby. I got a couple of shows I'm thinking of doing, but this show that I think I'm really going to settle on, it's one that you probably are going to want to hear. Once again, if you ever tune in on the live stream, super chat, super sticker. Hey, if you ever want to donate, I mean, that's how you can donate. And if you ever want to donate on a single video, super thanks. If you ever want to just donate straight up to me, you can go to my About page on YouTube, Cash App, PayPal. Or if you want to donate to my upcoming fundraiser, trying to build money to improve the channel and keep coming with daily videos, you can go to my description and click on the link for my GoFundMe and donate there. Or if you like Venti and you find her interesting from the talks that we've had, and guess what? You don't want to go way over to her channel, you can go to the description of my video, click on her link, and you can subscribe to her there. And I just say this, beware. Don't just be going over there without me, thinking you're going to be all right. If you ain't got a girlfriend, a companion doll, or something distracting you, you may want to think twice. Because once you go down the Venti path, forever will it rule your destiny. I'm telling you, man, be careful. Be careful. So, with all that said, it's been you. Oh, hit those subscriptions, hit those notifications, and hit the like button. But with all that said, it's been your boy, J. King Hefner, and the beautiful Secretary Tsunade Star. As of right now, we are out. And I'll be damn, man. Every time I do this stream, I keep forgetting to see what the background music gonna do. God dang it. Hey, I might as well do it on. Hey, look, see what it's gonna sound like before I get out of here. Because one of these days, when I'm doing just more talking without showing videos, I want to hear the background music. Let's play this. Yeah, see, man, I could have been talking to y'all the whole time, man, with a little music in the background. We're going to do it next time, though, guys. Either way, love you. God bless your life. Whatever you got going on, whatever dreams you got, me, Secretary, and the rest of the girls, we praying that God, thanking him that he's moving things in your life in the right direction. But as of now, we finna get the hell out of here. Stage left, baby. Stage left. Have a good one. Have a good one. Hey, have a good one. Hey. See you guys.